Hi guys, this is D. Durrell with D. Durrell Life Solutions. Happy for you to be here once again. This is a topic that I was very interested and very enthused about tackling. This is a topic that I don't think I've ever done before, maybe for the first time, but I have talked about this in my channels before. And so we're going to focus on, do white people support black businesses? Now, I have talked about the fact that white people, for the most, don't support black businesses, but I was speaking more from just a biased, subjective mindset. And probably the rhetoric at the time that I stated it, we were probably talking in a negative manner about the behavior of white people and how they use certain behaviors to stay in power. So let's tackle, do white people support black businesses? Yes, they do. Do white people support black businesses consistently? Yes, they do support the black businesses that they like. I think that when most white people support black businesses, they're not asking whether or not you're black or white. They just simultaneously like what you're doing. Now, there's some that, particularly if you grew up in a small town, they would wonder about you. So everything that one would see when it comes to white people supporting black businesses, it is far too between from a percentage perspective. Black people tend to want to support things of any other group in their own last. That sounds like an example of social engineering, self-induced racism towards our own people. You're taking on the mindset, the characteristics, and the behaviors of another group of people without understanding that those same people look at you the same manner, and then also training other people who look like you to look at you in a negative perspective. This, to me, is one of the most clever ways in which how white supremacy works. But also we have to look at it. White people do support black businesses, but they only support certain types with certain fields, certain things that they like. White people don't mind supporting black people who cook great meals in restaurants, church lunches, anything food related. And yes, I'm in the South. It could be deemed as a Southern thing. But there are many white people who support black businesses that provide services that white people traditionally didn't want to do on their own, or they felt like it was above them to participate in certain behaviors in certain fields. So we'll look at how the types of businesses. We're talking about the food industry. We're talking about service industries. We're talking about professional industries. I understand that when most white people want to eat a good meal, they don't mind patronizing a black-owned business. The product has to be great. White people love to be served by black people. White people love to be looked after like a child at times. So the bottom line is that black people do support black businesses, particularly those who support a good black business. So it's something to think about. We have to understand that white people are more strategic in the businesses that they support. They just don't blindly support certain businesses with a certain mindset. That's facts. And yes, white people do love to patronize businesses that involve humiliating yourself, such as certain types of shows on TV, certain type of services. They like it when black people do it. So we have to look at the fact that certain white people don't like going to certain areas. They want you to come into their area. Certain white people don't like to interact and talk to certain black people, period. And if they do, they want you to have a jacket on because of their age and so forth. If that ever occurred, we have ways of upholding each other, to uplifting one another. So white people look at the fact that they support businesses, they support black businesses, but at a very low level for the percentage of people that they have. But they do support. My business itself is a business that has a lot of white people. It makes up, the white population of my company makes up about 45%. And we also have to look at it as entrepreneurs. Maybe we need to get into areas that we know white people will support, such as stuff dealing with animals, pet shops, grooming services. You know, we understand what the majority culture likes. We as a people need to understand that if you provide a good service, people are going to patronize your business, whether they like black people or not. We're the only people think that you have to be close-knit and friendly to everybody to get something done. No, you don't. Nor am I knocking this relationship. So, but how can you entice white people to support your business? I'm under the model of you present your business in the best manner. You talk to them. You engage them. And you move forward. There's no tricks to the trade. It's simple. If you're in certain fields in the medical field, talk in depth about the medical field to them. Talk about it in ways in which you can identify things that could help them so they can feel vested. So it depends. A lot of things depend on the business. It depends on the owner. It depends on the history that the black owner has with the opposition or the West. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of touch on this. Again, guys, if you agree or disagree, please leave comments in the comment section as it relates to white people. Do white people support black businesses? My answer is yes. I list the reasons why, because there are certain industries that white people love to get black people to do for them. That's the truth. So, D-Darrell Life Solutions, guys, please subscribe, please share, leave comments in the comment section. I thank you so much for your participation in this track. Peace.